Hey guys, and welcome to this next part of Dragon Age Origins. I'm Larpg Gamer, and we are still in Hunleaf, but we are about to leave since we retrieved Shill, the golem, and there is no longer a reason for us to stay here. I'm actually immediately playing this part after the last one because I'm just enjoying myself quite a lot. So, yeah, we actually have some nice leather gloves. Are they better than? Oh no, Saffron already has better gloves with him. So, Olaf's chest. Did we? Oh yeah, we did find a key, right? Ooh, cheese knife. Is that a sword or what is it? It's a one-handed. I think this would be really good for Zephyrin to use. So maybe he can have one sword and one dagger. I think that's a good combination for now at least. And we should find some, or maybe we already found some new runes. Ah, that doesn't seem to be the case. Or we could buy runes because this dagger can equip runes, which would be quite nice for Zephyrin to have. But for now, I think we've done everything here in this village. So now I guess I'll head back to camp just for a little bit because now we have Shill in our camp and it would be nice to meet Shill. And yeah, this is kind of my routine. After I visited a area, I will go back to camp and then head to a next area. So that's what I will do. Okay, let's quickly let the game do its thing and load. And
I have been studying Mother's grimoire. Do you wish to hear what I have found?
um, what did you find?
'Tis not what I expected.
Oh,
I had hoped for a collection of her spells, a map of the power that she commands. But this is not it.
okay. Yet you look disturbed.
Disturbed? Yes, perhaps that is the right word. One thing in particular within her writings disturbs me. Here, in great detail, Flemeth explains the means by which she has survived for centuries.
Hmm. A spell of immortality?
Oh, if only 'twere so. Flemeth has raised many daughters over her long lifetime. There are stories of these many witches of the wilds throughout chastened legend, yet I have never seen a one, and always wondered why not. And now I know. They are all Flemeth. When her body becomes old and wizened, she raises a daughter, and when the time is right, she takes her daughter's body for her own.
Well, if that is the case, then why did she allow Morrigan to leave with us? If because she would want to possess Morrigan, right? Yeah, exactly. So why would she risk sending you with me?
I do not know. Perhaps 'tis as she said, the Darkspawn threaten her as much as they threaten anyone else. Or perhaps she believes that this journey will make me more powerful. According to the tome, if the host is already powerful and trained in magic, it takes far less time for Flemeth to settle in.
Ooh. So if you died, she would have another daughter.
Not by any natural means. Perhaps I should take this as a vote of confidence from her on my capabilities. Or perhaps she simply wished me gone from the Korkari wilds so she could prepare her ritual in peace. A disturbing thought.
So how does Flemeth get all her daughters if they are not her biological daughters? Does she steal them? That makes me really curious about how Morrigan became her daughter. So and who Morgan's real parents were, for that matter. Hmm. Okay. Are you certain about this?
Indeed. That is primarily what this tome details. The various daughters that Flemeth has acquired. Their
Wow.
preparation and training. I recognize all of it. I am to be her next host. This is my purpose.
That's scary. And you had no idea. I am so sorry.
Do not be sorry. I am not. I am angry.
Ooh.
There is only one possible response to this. Flemeth needs to die. I will not sit about like an empty sack waiting to be filled. Flemeth must be slain, and I need your help to do it.
Okay. Perhaps you should talk to her about it first.
And what would that do? At best, I would receive pointless reassurances. At worst, Flemeth would imprison me once she became aware I know what I do.
That's
I
true.
know my mother well enough to be confident she would show no mercy when it came to her own survival. I must do the same.
I get that. I mean, if this is really Flemeth's intention, then it is wrong. Definitely wrong. Especially because I'm getting the idea that all these daughters were not her biological daughters, so she probably took them from somewhere or from other parents, or I don't know. Flemeth is not looking so good right about now. So I guess, very well, I'll help you if I can.
Then what needs to be done is for you to go back to Flemeth's hut in the Kakari Wilds without me. If I am present when she is slain, I cannot be certain that she will not be able to possess my body right then. So I must remain at the camp.
Yeah.
Confront her and slay her quickly. I doubt she will truly be dead even then, but it will take her years to find a new host and recover her power, if that is even possible. The thing I must have is her true grimoire. With it, I can defend against her power in the future. Everything else in her hut is yours.
It kind of makes Flemeth sound like Voldemort from Harry Potter. Because Voldemort also was able to survive and live without a body, which also seems to be the case for Flemeth. So I'm sorry, I was just thinking about Harry Potter, but oh well. Do I have a time limit on this?
Not really, but the sooner the better, no?
Yeah, but I don't know. Flemeth does seem quite strong, so I don't want to die either. I'll see what I can do.
I am grateful. The sooner this can be done, the sooner it will set my mind at ease.
I understand. Oh, and we gain again some approval from Morrigan, which is always nice. But I'm sorry, I have to say this as well. She's kind of a hypocrite because it is wrong for Flemeth to possess her body, but she disapproved of me helping that kid from getting possessed by a demon. So yeah, I'm sorry, Morrigan. I love your character. I love you as a party member, but that is kind of hypocritical of you. But that's just my personal opinion. Yeah, so we're back in the camp. So we'll do a quick round of talks with everyone. Maybe give some gifts while we are at it. Do I have something for Alistair? Do I still... Yeah. Or should I... Since it's already quite high, is it really necessary? I could give something to Stan, but I don't think I have anything for him. Doesn't seem to be the case that any of these gifts is for Stan. Do I have something for Win? I don't think so. I don't think I have anything that Morrigan really likes as well. Liliana, I think I can give her the Chantry amulets. This amulet is similar to the ones worn by members of the Chantry. The carving on the amulet depicts Andraste's undying flame. Let's give it.
How dear of you. Thank you so much.
Of course. We don't have anything for our dog. Do I have anything for... No, I'm sorry, Saffron. Blue-green stone with a pattern like a turtle shell. I think she'll really likes stones, which makes sense since it's a golem.
Ooh, shiny.
Shiny. I like that. And then we're back again with me. Oh, let's quickly give Shill. Do we want... Oh, so they are all the same strength, but what kind of fire damage? Do we want cold damage? I kind of like electricity damage. I don't know why, but I just... Yeah. I think that's kind of cool. So... This large, flawless fire crystal seems to be the strongest. So, wow. Ooh, that's really cool looking, though. Really cool. So, okay. And I guess we should talk. Maybe we should start... Oh, yeah, we gained some approval, which is always good. And I think we should start talking with Shill, since Shill is our new party member.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No, they are quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Wow. Ooh, and actually gained some approval from that as well. I never would have taken Shill to be so obsessed with how it's. I don't know if it's. My guess, based on the voice, would be that it's a he or an it. I don't know, but I would never have guessed Shill to be so obsessed with the way he, she, it looks. I like that. That's a nice twist. Yeah, I want to talk with Zephyrin. I'm intrigued by Zephyrin, and yeah, I think Velena would not want to admit it, since Zephyrin is kind of a bad boy, but I think Velena would like his flirting, and she would definitely be intrigued by Zephyrin.
Here I am.
Care to answer some questions?
Oh, this should be good. Go ahead.
Why did you want to leave the Crows exactly?
Well now, I imagine that's a very fair question.
Yeah.
Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
Yeah, that makes sense. But what would you rather do?
Now that you mention it, I am not entirely certain. I was but a boy of 7 when I was purchased.
Wow.
For 3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price, considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The Crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder.
That's awful.
And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
That's really awful. Yeah, that sounds awful.
Oh, I don't know about that. The Crows who are actually good enough to survive come to enjoy some of the benefits. In Antiva, being a Crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. Gets you women. And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
I want to ask this question. So what is it you fancy exactly?
I fancy many things. I fancy things that are beautiful and things that are strong. I fancy things that are dangerous and exciting. Would you be offended if I said I fancied you?
I feel like a 60-year-old schoolgirl right now. I'm so sorry. Damn it, Severin, why do you have to be so freaking smooth? Would you be offended if I said I fancied you? Not at all.
This is good to know. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself, for a change. Far away from Antiva, of course. For now, naturally, I go where you go.
Ah, that's so romantic. I'm happy to have you along.
And here I am, happy to be had. Isn't it wonderful how things work out that way?
Yeah.
Come now, enough chit-chat. Talking about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Ooh. And he gained minor dexterity. I gained a lot of approval from that. So where are we now? Ooh, Zephyrin is interested. Again, I'm so sorry, but I am turning into a 16-year-old schoolgirl when it comes to the romance stuff. Especially when he is as smooth as Zephyrin is right now. Damn. But there was something else that I wanted to say about Zephyrin, because he is quite sarcastic a lot of, or maybe not sarcastic, but he makes a lot of jokes. Even when talking about really serious subjects, because his life wasn't easy, being sold to the crows at such a young age and being trained to basically be a tool. He was used by the crows as a tool, a weapon, who could be discarded at any moment. And I kind of think Zephyrin is using humor to keep people at a distance, and also, yeah, to really use it as a defense mechanism. Which only makes his character more interesting, I think. I'm really curious about his character development and if he will be able to be more serious at times as well. Because now he is all jokes and he's all flirty with me, which I like, but I really hope his character will develop throughout the game and throughout us getting to know him better. Yeah, so let's talk with our lovely Win.
I must ask, what does being a Grey Warden mean to you?
Ooh, Win always has a lot of questions for me. What does being a Grey Warden mean to you? It means I have been chosen to do something important.
There's that, of course. But there's more to being a Grey Warden than killing Darkspawn and saving the world from the Blight. Ultimately, being a Grey Warden is about serving others. About serving all people, whether elves or dwarves or men.
I'm sorry, I was just looking through the reactions and well, my mind went blank there for a moment. You mean to say I serve as a protector?
As a Grey Warden, you are a guardian of men, and you guard them because their continued existence is more important than you are. Thus it is you who serves, not they.
It makes sense. I will keep that in mind.
A good king, a true king who cares for his land, uses his power to rule firmly but fairly. He serves his people first and foremost. The king who does not do this, who believes that he is entitled to his power, who abuses it and uses it for his own means, is a tyrant.
I agree with Win on that part. I do not want power. I have never wanted it.
If you live apart from others, and your actions affect only you, then you may do as you wish. But if you have power, influence, and strength, your every action will be as a drop of water in a clear, still pond.
The drop causes ripples, and ripples spread. Think of how far they will go, how wide they will become, how will they affect the pond. But I've lectured enough for today. I should stop before I wear out my welcome.
I mean, you're not wearing out your welcome. Ooh, and Wynne gained a new perk. I mean, I think Wynne is quite wise, and I actually like her sharing her wisdom with me. She's really trying to teach me, or teach Velena more about, yeah, about everything, basically. Let's talk with Liliana.
Something I can help with?
I'd like to talk to you about something.
Yes? What's on your mind?
Let's see. Why did you decide to come to Ferelden?
My mother was from Denerim, and I consider myself a Ferelden. Mother served an Orlesian noblewoman who lived here when Orlais ruled. When Orlais was defeated and the common folk began to resent the presence of any Orlesian, the lady returned to Orlais. She took my mother with her. I was born in Orlais and did not set foot in Ferelden till much later. Mother was always telling me stories of her homeland. I think she missed it.
No. What happened to your mother?
Mother died when I was very young. Lady Cecily let me stay with her. I had no one else. She was quite old then, and she had me study music and dance to entertain her. It is unfair that I have more memories of Cecily than my mother.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Liliana. Do you remember nothing of your mother?
Strangely, the only thing I really remember of Mother was her scent. She kept dried flowers in her closet amongst her clothes. Small white Ferelden wildflowers with a sweet fragrance. Mother called them Andraste's Grace. They were very rare in Orlais. But enough about that. Let us move on.
Oh yeah, that's why she was so happy with me giving her that flower as a gift. Because she already told us that it reminded her of her mother. So that's really, really sweet. Yeah, let's talk with Stan.
You called.
I think there's some kind of bug going on with Stan because this question keeps popping up, but I'm pretty sure we already discussed why Stan was caged. I wanted to discuss something you mentioned.
Speak, then.
Okay, there's nothing for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
Yeah, and whenever I go back, the question about him being in the cage disappears, so it seems to be some kind of bug. I have a question.
I am hardly surprised.
That's weird, because I also already asked this one.
Very well.
So I guess there's nothing really...
As you wish.
...really to discuss with Stan for now, which is perfectly fine. I'll just come back to him later and check with Stan once in a while to see if any new dialogue options are there. So let's talk with Alistair.
Here, look at this. Do you know what this is?
Oh no. That's a rose.
I picked it in Lothering. I remember thinking, how could something so beautiful exist in a place with so much despair and ugliness? I probably should have left it alone, but I couldn't. The Darkspawn would come and their taint would just destroy it. So I've had it ever since.
This is killing me because I am flirting with Zephyr now as well. And now Alistair is giving me a rose. That's a nice sentiment.
I thought that I might give it to you.
Oh no.
In a lot of ways, I think the same thing when I look at you.
Alistair, you are killing me right now. You really are. Maybe I should not have flirted with Alistair in Redcliffe before meeting Zephyrin, but I couldn't resist back then. But now I know it is stupid because it's just a game, but I still feel guilty now. Yeah, thank you, Alistair. That's a lovely thought. Let's just be polite.
I'm glad you like it. I was just thinking, here I am doing all this complaining, and you haven't exactly been having a good time of it yourself. You've had none of the good experience of being a Grey Warden since your joining. Not a word of thanks or congratulations. It's all been death and fighting and tragedy.
That's true.
I thought maybe I could say something. Tell you what a rare and wonderful thing
Oh
you
no,
are to find amidst
Alistair.
all this darkness.
Why is he being so incredibly sweet right now? Oh, this is killing me. Okay, I think I have to make a decision now about who I want to romance, because it's not fair for me to say I feel the same way about Alistair if I intend to pursue a romance with Zephyrin. That would not be fair. Oh, but I should not have flirted with Alistair before meeting Zephyrin. Ah, karma's a bitch, I guess. What to do, what to do. I don't know why. And from what I haven't heard a lot of details, but I know a lot of people really like the romance with Alistair. Although there are a lot of people who actually also say that the romance with Zephyrin is nice. I don't know why, but I think Zephyrin and Velena would be a better match. Even though Alistair is really sweet. Okay, I'm probably boring you guys right now, so I have to... Okay, let's be honest. I'm not interested, Alistair. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so sorry, Alistair.
Well, you can't blame me for trying, can you? Just forget I said anything. We have better things to do right now anyhow.
Oh. I mean, I gained approval. Maybe he liked my honesty? Oh, that was gut-wrenching for me. Again, I know it's a game, so my reaction is really silly, but I feel so guilty, even though it's not real. But I gained approval anyhow, so I think it is good that we were honest, that we told him before anything happened, any physical stuff happened, because that would have been worse. So now he still adores me? That's awful. So even though I told him I'm not interested, he still adores me? I don't deserve that. Okay, I'm really getting distracted, as you can probably tell by all this. So let's see if there's another interaction with Duncan.
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
Good, he will fell our enemies with his stench.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Go ahead, he is getting a little rank. I'm sorry, Duncan.
Excellent. I will get my soaps, and the dog shall have his bath after supper.
Oh, look at him, all sad. I'm sorry, Duncan. Let me quickly sell some stuff, and then I will go get back to you guys in a couple of seconds, and we'll move to the next area. So see you guys in a couple of seconds. And I am back. I quickly sold some stuff to the merchant Baudan. Okay. Yeah. Let's just. I still have a little bit of time to play in this part, which I will do. So we'll head to the next area. Man, I still feel bad about Alistair. So what do I want to do? I think I'll take Morrigan with me again. Well, no, maybe...
Blast and damnation!
I'm sorry, Morrigan. I think I'll
Yes.
take Win with me.
Yes.
Alistair. And Zephyr.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I'll do that for now, that combination. Because I think I will go to Ban Lawrence's lands. These densely wooded lands provide much of the timber used in the region. Yeah, so this is another, you can see it because of the yellow color. This is another DLC area. And I think I should be okay to go there. And otherwise, I guess we will notice soon enough. Okay, let's knock you down. Okay, everyone seems to be doing quite nicely. You guys are battling him, so I guess I should move forward to attack this one and knock him down.
We fight for honor! By the ancestors!
Okay. So far, so good. Okay, so we have a character with a higher level, so let's use the Thunder Armor actually on him. That's good. Okay, Win healed me, thank you, Win. They are busy attacking that guy, so I'll attack you.
I shall do it. I cannot.
Oh, we still have a couple more enemies to attack, it seems.
Very well.
We actually make a good team, I have to say, this combination. It's quite nice. Okay, so we killed all the darkspawn on our way. What am I doing? I'm trying to click on the scrape, but for some reason it wasn't really working out. Okay. Let's quickly loot all these bodies. We have a lot of enemies we can loot, which is great. We can definitely use more money. So...
I shall do it. It is begun.
And I don't think there's anything special in this area besides, you know, some plants and the darkspawn we just fought. And I think I was walking past some elf fruit over there, which I should get. And I think we can move on after that, right? That's me quickly. Okay, it's nothing interesting. So I guess we should. Oh. Okay, Win, if you die on me, I will be really pissed. Okay, she still lives.
I fell.
Are you all right?
For a moment there, I thought it was all over.
Thought what was over?
Everything. I will explain everything when we are back at camp. Now is not the time.
Okay. What again? Win has constantly been talking about her dying and now she just faints on me. I'm really scared for what will happen with Win. I'm really scared that we will lose her somewhere throughout the game. Ooh, this looks quite mystical. So what's going on? Take a closer look at the guards. The guards wear the uniform of Ban Loren, a minor lord, well known and little loved for the fluidity of his allegiances. Okay. Take a close look at the unarmed man. You are surprised to recognize the uniform of King Kaelin's honored guard. A memory comes to you. You fought alongside this man at Ostagar. So should we join them? I mean, I'm not sure what fray means. I'm sorry, join the fray or wait for the guards to leave. But it seems that the guards intend to hurt that man. I'm not sure what join the fray means, but I'll go for that option. Oh! Oh no. Okay. I hope I didn't make the wrong choice.
Shall be done.
Or... Yeah, let's just quickly let me go to these archers. They are annoying me.
Time for a little bloodletting, I see.
Let's start knocking down.
We must fight. Let us do it quickly. As you say.
Is that everyone? Oh no, they are still battling someone. Okay, so let's use my new ability since you are more powerful. There you go. Okay. I can go to the man they just stabbed, the man we apparently know from Ostagar. I hope he's not dead yet, because maybe he has some important information.
I shall do it.
I honestly don't know. Death Root, let's collect that.
Very well.
Elric is his name. Death Root, okay. Okay, let's talk with him. He looks quite dead to me. Up close, the man's face is unmistakable. You remember him as Elric Moraine, a member of Kaelin's honor guard at Ostagar and a close confidant of the king. Ooh, he's still alive.
Thank you. I didn't expect the band's men to notice my escape so quickly. I tried to hide here in the woods, but there wasn't time. And now I'm a dead man.
No. What do you mean there wasn't time?
You were there in Ostagar. You know how things went. For me, it was either this, or die in some darkspawn's belly, or be hung as a deserter.
You deserted.
I dare say most people think the same of you and me, if not worse.
That's
I
true.
fled the battlefield when Loghain betrayed us. I abandoned my men, and they died. And Kaelin with them. He was my king, my friend, maker. All that time in Ban Loren's prison. And I couldn't stop thinking about all they suffered that one dark night at Ostagar.
Yeah. It's not your fault they died.
I know. Even had Loghain's men not turned their backs on us, the Darkspawn were too many. Even Kaelin, for all his bravado, knew there would be no victory at Ostagar. The king entrusted me with the key to the royal arms chest. If anything were to happen to him, he said, it was vital I deliver it to the wardens.
Wow. Do you still have this key?
The Maker has a sense of humor, doesn't he? I suppose it's for the best, however. Had I kept it, it would be in Ban Loren's hands by now.
That's true.
But you said Kaelin entrusted it to you.
I was afraid. I thought I would lose it on the battlefield, so I stashed it in the camp. Please, it's probably still there.
Where?
The key's behind a loose stone at the base of a statue. I'll draw a map for you, so you'll know where to search.
You'll be taking me along, won't you? Call me sentimental, but I left behind some dark spawn that really deserve a sword through the middle.
The events at Ostagar still haunt my thoughts, Warden. If that is where we are headed, I would like to accompany you.
Of
It is
course.
vital that the king's documents do not fall into the wrong hands. As for Marik's sword, it is too powerful to be pawed at by those monsters. Same for the king's other arms and armor. And if you happen to find Kaelin's body, see it off. He was our king. He shouldn't be left to rot amidst the Darkspawn's filth.
Oh no. Ah, okay. I really don't know how I feel about going back to Ostagar. I mean, I am quite excited to go back, but it's going to be rough probably because it will not look good. Or at least my guess is that it will not look good since the Darkspawn have taken over. But I guess that is what we will be doing in the next part. Going back to Ostagar. It's going to be weird, but exciting. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed watching this part. Even though it was a lot of party banter and me being silly and not knowing how to go about the entire Zephyr and Alistair situation. I apologize if I bored you guys with that. But I don't know. I just want to make the right decision. And I think that I did, at least for my character Velena. I just think Zephyr is more her type and is just better suited. So I'm really sorry, Alistair, for rejecting you, but yeah, you know, maybe I'll change my mind again. I don't know. But for now, again, I really hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I will see you guys in the next part. Bye, guys.